Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. It's the 29th of January. And the only story that matters today in all newspapers, all serious newspapers that is the political troubles in Selangor. Because the people who are in the PKR and the Pakatan Rakyat government are trying to have a united front showing that everything's okay. But serious questions are being asked of them. Mainan politik Anwar. So this is not a very positive spin on what's happening. It's farcical. In English, very, very serious criticism. Start a little more sober. Anwar's big gamble. The son, Anwar for Kajang. Utusan Anwar PKR dikencam. Dynasty, what's your game plan, Anwar? And so you know what the story is. The story is simply that a by-election was forced by the resignation without a particular purpose of the assemblyman of Kajang. He stepped aside to allow Anwar to contest the election on behalf of the party. Now the question is, what next? Well, the party is saying it's about moving the state forward, it's about, getting to Putrajaya in the next general election, but we know the immediate context of all this was in fact infighting within PKR between the Khalid Ibrahim faction and his administration and those who opposed him, namely Azmin Ali. Now, the game seemed pretty simple. Anwar only has to win the by-election, become an assemblyman, then he can be put up for the post of Menteri Bersih. But as Sina Harian points out, it might not be as easy as that, because PAS is saying it's fine if Anwar comes into the assembly, but really, if Khalid vacates the position, we're going to have our own candidate put up. So, and of course, PAS and DAP have more seats in the assembly than PKR. But it's the consensus politics of the Pakatan has allowed PKR to take the lead. There's a lot of very unhappy people out there. PAS youth are unhappy with the way this game is being played. I think a lot of people are asking tough questions because the explanations that are being given by the PKR seem in many ways quite lame. So among the questions that are being asked is, are public funds being wasted? You see that here underlined by our very own news team. They too are picking this up. Bersih has come out criticizing this move, saying that in fact it's a betrayal of trust of the Kajang voters. Many of the newspapers are doing investigations. They're going to the ground, speaking to people in Kajang and asking them how they feel about all this. The question is whether those reports are adequate to how people feel, and can we anticipate their responses during the by-election? Will they punish PKR if they're unhappy? Will they reward PKR if they're happy with the move? We don't know yet, but I guess that is the job for the media for the coming weeks before the anticipated by-elections. Clearly some media unsympathetic to the Pakatan Rakyat are making hay while the sun does not shine, as it were, on the Pakatan this time. Now, the Edge Financial Daily doesn't miss out on the question of the politics of Selangor. That it has Khalid, they have to be content with me, and it has the current Menteri Bersih saying that he will go only when he wants to go. But that might all be rhetoric in order to save face. So the party might have decided that he's only going to go once the election results of the by-election are known, and we don't know what that is since we have a free and fair electoral system. So we still have to wait for those outcomes. Now, other stories in the news, and there are a few. Robbers grab millions of dollars. This young man, he appears in many of the papers, and he's accused of murder, a rather dramatic one at that. There you see him again, large picture. And finally, of course, some of the newspapers anticipating the mad rush for this long weekend. There you have it, mad rush. And also an interesting barometer of the situation in Malaysia. Festive sales below expectations. Edge Financial Daily saying something about perhaps a squeeze on people's personal finances coming into the festive season. They're not spending as much. And so, we go back to the important issues of the day, costs of living and such. That's all I have for you today, but I can't leave without giving you the word of the day. And the phrase of the day is below expectation. Below expectation. When politicians perform below expectations, they can't manage their conflicts well, and they create damage to their own cause. So acting below one's expectations or the expectations of others. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sharaad Kuttan on BFM's Morning Headlines this 29th of January, BFM 89.9.